The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, to the new video. Right now we're doing Bittorrent up 11%. That's not this green candle, it's this green candle over here, hitting some kind of resistance at 10 moving average. That's the white line. Got support on 200 moving average, so that's a good thing. There's also some kind of divergence here that we're gonna talk about, but the most important thing is that we are above this level here. We are back above the 20 moving average on the weekly, so it looks good, it looks nice. We might have bottom out, so that's what I basically want to talk about. That said, let's get into the charts and see what's actually happening. But before we start there, check out the links down below for the Telegram channel. I'm trying to pump those numbers, so do join the party and hang out with us. Let's see what's happening up here. So the 20 moving average on the weekly chart is a really important line. You want to stay above that, right? You want to stay above all the moving averages. This is actually the goal, getting back above the 10 moving average on the weekly chart. But right now, just the fact that we are getting back above the 20 moving average is a very positive and good sign. Also, if this actually holds for the rest of the week, it will invalidate this break, and it won't invalidate it. It will confirm this support. So 20 moving average right now is acting as a support. Just because you break it doesn't mean anything, as long as you get right back above it. If you do that, these two candles in coherence or together are telling us that this is actually holding. The 20 moving average is actually holding, and we might actually move higher up. So this is a very good signal, a very good sign for us. Looks very nice. On the indicator parts down here, on the this rubber band index and the MACD got bearish cross over here going on. But that's not a big problem. That's not a big problem because a lot of things are having this bearish cross. This is an unexpected dump that we are having in Bitcoin right now. So everything is actually falling down. Now, if Bitcoin didn't fall down, that this bearish cross would never have come down. We would be just going up, getting some kind of correction and moving upwards again. Unfortunately, Bitcoin decided to take a dump, and we followed with the Bitcoin. But right now we are sitting on some. Right now we are sitting some very nice levels, RSI levels over here. This is rubber band index. It's something like 48 on the RSI. This is a very good level for a continuation to the upside. You can see over here we are sitting also at the same levels, so we are back at levels we should be before we next pump. So if this is actually some kind of indicator of how much higher we can go, then we can do another big pump from over here just by looking at RSI indicators. So that's a good thing. So we know that if this holds, it can be very nice indeed. On the daily chart, we are sitting all the way down at 30 levels. Not only that, this MACD is looking pretty bearish, but it's gonna turn around soon, so that's not a big problem. The thing that I'm looking at right over here is this RSI divergence that we had, and this is right now confirmed RSI divergence on the daily chart. It's super bullish. This is super bullish. You can see clearly here that the RSI is going up and the price is going down. That's called RSI divergence in technical analysis, and we are looking for this kind of thing to find some kind of bottoming patterns or something like that. So this is one of these things that we're looking for when you're trying to bottom out. The fact that we got RSI divergence, that we are getting support on 200 moving average, it tells me like this might actually beat this, that we are actually getting out of the dump, right? So it looks very nice. Right now hitting some kind of support at 10 moving average on the daily chart. Will it actually hold or not? It kind of depends. The other good positive thing on the daily chart is that previously we managed to get down to these levels up here and hold these levels, and then we broke on downside. Now yesterday we managed to pull right back up again, and it was like this never happened. That means that this line of support is actually still holding. That's a 36.33. This line is a support. The support is not down here, support is up here, because we got a big green candle right after the big dump, and this candle also is something called bullish engulfing candle. These candles got names in tech analysis, you know, and it's a very bullish candle. It's a very positive. Psychologically, it's a very good candle because price managed to pull this much down, but you know, bulls came and like crushed that on the next candle to the upside, right? So technically right now we got support here at 0.036, and it's very nice. And today we are continuing pumping, and I'm gonna see actually how far up we can actually go. But important to note is that we are hitting resistance right now, so if this is the max the pump for today, it remains to be seen, but it does look good. The other thing to notice is the downtrend line that's going somewhere or like here, and you'll see here that we are not out of the dump yet, unfortunately. Maybe something like this, maybe even all the way up there, just to give it a little more room. Maybe if you put it like this, then you are hitting it on the dollar, but let's give it a little more room and say this is the line. So we want to get above this trend line, because this trend line is actually telling us that we are right now in a downtrend, and as long as we are below this line, we are technically in a downtrend. So I don't care what everybody says, how everybody bullish is, you have to break these kind of lines, and these kind of lines are on every asset like Bitcoin, Ethereum, like any altcoins. You got like some are breaking it already and starting going into the new trend. Unfortunately on Bittorrent we are not yet above the line, so we want to get above the line to actually start feeling to change the trend. Okay, so trend is still downwards, but it's not changed yet, so we want to break this line and get above it and continue. Once you break the trend, it doesn't mean you can go up. Like you can go sideways, you can go down, you can go up, but we want to break the trend. That's the important thing. Now let's go into small time frames and pop out some moving averages, and you'll see that we are actually doing pretty nice indeed right now. And yesterday, after we got this V-shape bottoming pattern over here, we are starting right now climbing and hitting for the first time some kind of resistance, because this climb was insane. It was just green candle after green candle after green candle until the resistance of the 50 moving average. And even right now you can see here this last candle is still green. I mean, it goes a little bit red, a little bit green, but we are hitting some kind of resistance, and eventually, you know, resistance has to be broken. So if this is going to be broken over here or not, it depends to see. Important to notice that 10 and 20 moving averages are a little bit below us, so some kind of pullback back to the moving averages might happen. But I'm expecting this both this level up here and the 10 and 20 moving average to hold if we start moving falling a little bit backwards, a little bit down. Now Bitcoin is already down by -2% and is doing exactly the same thing. It also has some kind of support down here with these moving averages, and right now it's falling back to the moving averages. I'm expecting it to hold. Now the problem is if we start breaking this level and start going further down, now that's a big problem. So you don't want to break this level up here. Very important level to hold right now, and as long as we are above 36.333, somewhere around here, 36.3, as long as we are above that level over here, all good and dandy, there's no problem in paradise. And you can see here, reason we are actually needing some kind of pullback is because we have been climbing on the very fast moving average. That's the white line, that's the 10 moving average, and this is actually extremely fast move to the upside. So some kind of move to the downside to this 50 moving average is needed. 50 moving average on the 1 hourly chart. This is 1 hourly chart, meaning that every single of these candles are 1 hour. On this chart, the 50 moving average is really important and it's going to come up. So some kind of fallback or some kind of sideways movement to hit the 50 moving average will be needed. When that's going to come, it depends. We haven't even touched the 20 moving average on the daily chart, on the 1 hourly chart, and that's telling us that this move is unsustainable because it's just too fast move. So some kind of pullback, whether it's going to come here at this 200 moving average on the daily chart or not right now or not, might happen. We want to see how good the 10 moving average is pushing price, but I'm expecting some kind of a small move to the downside before we actually go and break the resistance line up here. So that's what we can expect today. I think small move to the downside is most probable. I mean, it can continue just going straight up, but small move to the downside is probable before we get any kind of bigger moves later today or even tomorrow. So that's nice to see. Anyways, looking good, looking dandy. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll do more Bittorrent analysis and see what's actually happening with Bittorrent. But it does look good, and I'm getting pretty bullish and pretty optimistic on the entire crypto as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you watching my channels and watching my videos, and subscribe to if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. We do this every day. See you around, guys. Bye bye.